Hear me vent, and I thought I knew you better than yourself. You say I'm frugal, say I'm too good.
This guy, he's a Batman aficionado right here.
I was just watching Dark Knight Rises, and I was just like, damn, Bruce Wayne really had it bad. They took all his money from him. They shitted on him. The girl double-crossed him.
That was the one where he did like the Assassin's Guild with Liam Neeson.
No,
which one is that?
No,
that was the first one, Batman Begins.
Okay, that one sucked.
So, did you... Oh, I forgot there's a dog here. I'm just like, yo, you shit the hell out of me, bro. Did you know Christian Bale is in that Thor movie?
The new one?
Yeah.
Who is he?
He's a really fucking good actor, man.
Dead man, or whatever his name. He's looks like Voldemort almost.
Yo, it does look like Voldemort, low key. Or homeboy from Soul Calibur with the fucking...
Well, in the original comic book, he doesn't have a nose, and they specifically wanted to add the nose so he didn't look like Voldemort.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You can't look like Voldemort. That's a no-no.
Back to perspective, you know what I'm saying? It's just like DC and Marvel. It's like some of the characters are exactly the same. Like Shazam is Superman.
Yeah.
With you know what I'm saying? With the gold joints. It's cool though.
Yeah, that's DC. Yeah, that movie was ass. I'm not gonna lie.
That shit was ass too. I like your honesty, bro, because that shit was ass, man.
Which one?
Shazam. We're supposed to be bringing out Black
Dude,
Adam.
I didn't see that shit. That must have been like a Netflix release.
No, it was in the movies. Yeah, he told me not to watch it, so I didn't watch it.
But they took that concept from like, I don't want to say Aladdin because that's like the wrong thing to say, but they took the concept from that whole Arabian Night thing to where you rub the lamp and you become like this figure. Everyone told me that's better.
Yo, Moon Knight is good.
For real?
It's good, yeah.
Oh, shit.
They have like Egyptian like aspects on it, like Egyptian history and like, what are those little big dudes called? They're like gods or whatever. Like the Moon Knight god, there's like a specific god attached to him.
Anubis, is it?
Anubis.
The underworld?
That you're gonna say that. That's what they're called. That's just who they say built the pyramids, but who knows?
And then like
I feel like they don't give man enough credit.
They don't.
They don't. We don't.
Like we have iPhones. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember Game Boys and we have iPhones.
Literally.
iPhones. You know
For
what I mean?
real. God damn.
That shit just crazy. Yo, I heard LimeWire is coming back.
Who?
What? What? It's gonna come back as a streaming service?
For NFTs.
It's gonna come back as
LimeWire?
an NFT thing. That's so fucking weird.
LimeWire.
LimeWire, where we used to listen to, Never Gonna Give Me Up, and also
Rick and Roll. I used to hate that shit.
Rick rolled, and the other one was getting Bill Clinton saying he did not have sex with that woman. I cannot tell you how many times I downloaded that clip.
That's so crazy,
Thinking I was gonna download a Millie, download something.
A Millie, Lil Wayne, a Millie.
But no, it was freaking, I did not have sex with that woman.
Yo, fuck the person that did that shit, man. That was so uncalled for.
He's the president. He can do whatever the fuck.
Well, no. The person that took that tag and put it on the song. It's just
So that all we downloaded was that. No,
that shit is more disappointing than microwaving something and when you take it out it's still cold. Like,
oh shit, god damn, that's the worst. You get a hot pocket. You ready for that damn hot pocket? You biting that bitch and it's cold right in the middle. Dog, no.
Definition of disappointment.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, shit. JFK was hitting Marilyn Monroe.
Literally,
like
the happy birthday singing. Dude,
I was watching the Lady Gaga thing and she was trying to give Marilyn Monroe props. I'm just like,
for what? Props for
really,
what?
for what?
She was just like, oh, I'm doing this album for women for women that dealt with issues like Marilyn Monroe and Anna Nicole Smith. I was like, what? They were treases. They were hoes. It's
Yeah,
just
for real.
They just played their part because it's like.
But let's be real. She made the conscious decision to do what she did, and to get herself in the position that she was. So
yeah, nah, that's facts. They definitely utilize the pussy like the Zelda shield. Like it's like I get anywhere I want with this shit. And they've been doing that shit since school. They do that shit now, and they call it OnlyFans.
So wait, are we recognizing Marilyn Monroe because she did struggles or because she wielded power? Sounds like she was wielding power, right? Are we supposed to feel bad for that?
Nah, I don't.
Because like, what struggles? I mean, okay, a woman in the entertainment business, I'm sure she did get exploited, but she, went along with it. Like she has her own brain. She can say no. She can go and do something else to somebody else. So she did what she had to do to get where she wanted to be.
Yeah, it just sucks because during that time, the real women that had issues going on, they weren't able to like progress, you know what I'm saying? They had to do things in the dark, and men had to take their, their titles and run with it and publish their work and so on and so forth. And now they're getting recognized like 20, 40 years later, but the ones that they still champion is like the Marilyn Monroe. It's just like why is she even being mentioned? You know what I'm saying? Like there's nobody else that's been in that field like you could talk about right now. I don't know.
Is there really?
There's a lot of
That's a lot of dope women that was, especially actors or like sexy actors. There's a bunch of them. It's just
Not that I can think of.
they didn't date the president.
exactly.
She sucked the right dick.
Not only that, but come on, like she's saying "Happy Birthday, Mr. President," all sexy and like seductive and stuff, right in front of the guy sitting next to Jackie Kennedy, his wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that was bold, bro.
Do you
because
think?
she knew what she was doing.
Do you think that was before or after the allegations? Like, do you think they were fucking before she sung to him?
Prior to that, they were definitely involved. That's why she sung the way that she sang to him.
Yeah,
But
Was it just that she was an
it
icon and they wanted her to come
No,
on? And,
no.
Okay.
No. She's saying "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" because Mr. President put her to sleep.
Are you cool with the? Are you cool with the smoke?
I feel like she was about to expose JFK on some like, you know what?
Something.
Hmm.
I feel like you kind of say the same thing about Princess Diana. Like,
Yo, they murdered that chick, bro.
you've seen some of the videos and like stories and shit. Like, she was like extremely paranoid. Like, would tell her people like, "Oh, check my room for microphones and this and this and that." Obviously, there was a reason she was doing that.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think the government killed Princess Diana.
Cosign, that's a fact. When just how it happened seemed like what? Like, you know what I
Very,
mean?
very, and like there is accounts of her literally talking about like she thinks people are following her. She thinks people are like after her. So I mean, I don't know what she knew or what she was going to tell somebody or what she did or what she saw, but they was on her ass, bro.
Yeah, I think like she was supposed to be like dating like outside of the royal family, something like that. I can't remember. I just remember that when she passed away, because my family's I'm first generation African, so we flew
What
to
country?
London, Sierra Leone. So we flew to London to go see that, and then like the way they worshipped her was crazy.
Yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
worshipped that woman, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, I didn't know too much about her, and like I did my research here and there, but nothing too intensive. But I know that she was trying to like step away from like the royal family, and then the shit wound up happening anyway. Charles or whatever the hell his name is,
Married that black chick
Yeah.
outside of the family. Yeah.
yo, that's crazy how like nobody else is getting knocked for the whole Epstein shit, but R. Kelly's getting 30 years. It's crazy.
They're like,
Shit, even sad to say, even my hero Hove, he went there. Hove and Beyonce.
Oh what?
I got opinions on that. I don't, So when you're trying to create power in that method by entrapping people,
Blackmail.
it's not like according to their will. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't know what was gonna happen. Not everybody that flew to those islands knew what was gonna happen. But once you're there, they got pictures of your face. Look, you saw it, and
we
so
hear,
now
we
if
hear that shit all the time.
and so if you step out of the bounds that you're supposed to conduct yourself, then we can come at you afterwards. Say, look, here's this. That's it's the same way that fraternities work. Hazing. How do you get into the fraternity? By eating this dude's jizz off of cracker, and we all film it. And if for some reason you come out talking, if you come afterwards and you talk shit about the fraternity, then we're gonna release that video so that you stay loyal. It's about loyalty and creating power through that like blackmail. I can't say everything they did was true or everybody that went there was actually involved, but like that's the game that they were playing there.
Yeah, manipulation at an all-time high. That's why I like this generation. Everyone like they try to knock the generation. Here is like I can provide proof that that camera phone.
We see through
dangerous,
bullshit,
man.
We see through bullshit.
Yeah, and it's getting worse. Like the like their cover up is getting worse. Like they're really
Getting
slacking. I
lazy.
feel like I'm in the Truman Show.
Yeah.
When I saw Biden was just like and repeat. I'm just like, bro, no, bro, not the teleprompter.
Bro, he read like the actions on the teleprompter. He's like, "Oh, repeat." Like, bro, dude, like,
I was like, fuck, I voted for you.
damn, you dumb fuck, you making me look bad.
Yeah.
Are you
Agreed.
NBA basketball or
Yeah.
NFL? What do you usually watch?
NBA.
NBA. Who's your team?
Heavy. My team, the Bulls.
The Bulls. Okay.
Been the Bulls
Shout
fan for
out.
a
You from
long
Chicago?
time. No, I'm from New York.
New York. I think I did hear you say that. I want you.
No, fuck the Knicks, man. I hate that team.
You from like Manhattan, Staten Island,
No,
Brooklyn,
from the Bronx.
Bronx? Okay.
Bronx and Queens.
Okay.
So Bronx majority of my life, in Queens more so like the middle school ish, and then came to Tampa. Then from Tampa went back to New York like a fool because I just wanted to kind of just prove to my parents that I can live there as an adult because they always used to talk about how difficult it was, and they weren't fucking lying.
I've heard the
It was
cost
tough,
of living is
man.
crazy up there.
Yeah, Depending on what block you on, it gets spooky sometimes. But like the thing about New York is like you work mad hard outside of your home, and then you just chill outside as long as you can, and then you go home and it's like rinse, wash, repeat. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, there is silver linings there. You just have, it's really just hard to focus out there when you don't have like the money. If you just have just a hustle, then it works. But like that hustle gets discouraged when you don't have the support. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people that have something to do that they don't really give a fuck about what you're doing. You know. So I mean, we was lucky. We were successful musically over there. Me and my partner at the time, and when he stopped making music, I was like, okay, well, now I'm at this crossroads. I can continue on, or I can, come back to Tampa and then just, be a father for my daughter and stop doing this, like coming on holidays and weekends and stuff like that. So I just took a chance on myself. So I took a chance on myself. I came down, and I didn't want to have a situation like the Clips or like Method Man and Redman, all those like popular duos. So I was like, I'm going to completely detach myself. And then, Pusha Preme was born. So I can be able to kind of like coexist in both worlds without having to deal with like any kind of mishap or like any kind of history like trickling down, because regardless, that's just the way the human mind is. If you guys wanted to stop the podcast today and you did your own thing, as long as your career flourished, they're always going to bring that back to you. I mean, it's happening right now with Joe Budden and Rory and them. They'll always be like a little shot, like, oh man, I remember when you guys were together. And it's just like, but I'm here now. Like there's a progression. There's nothing wrong with that time. That time was for that time, but here's the progression. So I didn't want my brother to deal with that. And plus I hadn't done an album on my own. I hadn't done any music on my own. I was always the person that found the beat, wrote the hook, wait for him to come home. He writes the verse, song done. You know what I'm saying? And I've done that for like plenty of people. You know what I mean? So I didn't get a chance to kind of like hone in on my sound or hone in on like what's important to me or the things that I like listening to. So Pusha Preme gave me that opportunity to do so.
So Pusha Preme was created in Tampa.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I feel like he was there in New York in glimpse, because I used to like if I had like a song about like heartbreak, I would dress up like a zombie and I would have like a girl like walking around toting like a heart, and I'd be chasing her and shit like that. So maybe it was glimpse of him there, but like the full form like happened here in the Bay.
Nice. Here we are, episode number 20.
20 what? Please say 23.
Everybody, here we are on the PalmWave Podcast. I'm Derek with my host Daniel.
What up?
And we got Pusha Preme here today.
What's going on, y'all?
Pusha. Yours is right here.
Oh, yeah, where? What's up, y'all? Go by Pusha Preme, 1-4 for the Wandering Assassin, your favorite mask assassin. Low as the Bayway, Tampa will win. Billboard P. Just the creative out here in South Florida, just trying to inspire other people, other creatives, other artists out there to just be themselves and just reach for the stars.
Hell yeah. Positivity. I like that shit. All right, so first question here, man. The mask. I'm sure that's the first question you get.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
So what made you, want to use the mask? What was your inspiration in putting the mask and covering your face?
Just basically, I used to be a part of a group. So to kind of just like give like the long story short, I watched the interview with MF Doom, and MF Doom used to be in the group, then his brother died, and then he became the Middle Face Doom. And then when he was explaining that in the interview that, the group meant so much to him, there was so much energy that was provided in that. He didn't want that to kind of like cross-contaminate into what he had going on to create his own story and legacy. So that's why I created Pusha Preme, so that I can like, God willing, depending on like how big shit gets for me, right? I want to be able to go to Disney and enjoy that time with my family and not get harassed, I want to be able to like have like healthy conversations with people and not be like, yo, but can I get a feature though? I don't want like the accomplishments of my work or the spoils of my labor to change your perception of me, because for me, this is my uniform. Like when an artist puts on like the apron and get their brush and get their little fucking hat and shit like that, like that's what Pusha Preme is. But I feel like there's a Pusha Preme in everybody. Like when it's game on, you turn on, you already know how you want things to look. And then, every album I work on a new mask just based off like, what's going on around me.
You're saying that your masks have themes according to the music you're making?
Yes. Every album is a different mask.
So this is a foreshadowing.
No, this actually already happened. This is for Red October. So Red October, to describe like the chains and the jewels, kind of describe like life after the billboard, because then it's just like now I'm getting like music money, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like I'm not in that like little struggle pit that I was when I was working on Time.
Yeah.
The confidence is there as well too, but it's like the demeanor is still there. It's still like this individual that has to deal with like being in a relationship and still trying to be like an artist and trying to like achieve his goals and dreams and stuff like that. So it reminded me kind of like the Chainsaw Massacre. That's why I call him Chainsaw P, because like he didn't understand what he was doing. He was just doing it because that's what he was bred to do. He was bred to just, whatever my mom tells me, room, and then just come. But he didn't really, but you can tell that he wanted to humanize himself. And that's the part that I'm trying to get to where it's just like, well, I have a family now. So how do I kind of like do that and still be like the artist everyone loves without like, tarnishing like my brand or my integrity.
So you said that, the mask kind of gives you like a confidence. Is that like you feel like a different person when you put the, the Pusha Preme mask on? You get ready for that? It's like I guess you could say it's like a uniform or like how like superheroes, they put it an alter ego.
Yeah, I would say as of now, because like it changes. Sometimes it's like an alter ego, right? Sometimes it's a uniform. Sometimes I'm always Preme. You know what I'm saying? Like if we were to do something artistic and like let's say we was at like a wine and paint, you'd be like, damn, bro, you went hard. And I'd be like, yeah, because I see this and see that and see that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really hard to define myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like for all intents and purposes, like an animal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a frog doesn't be like, Ribbit, what's up, frog? He's like, no, it's just like I just jump around, I make this noise, not just in my life. Yeah. So that's the kind of way I try to, stray away from the labels of purpose and just go with the flow.
I saw on your Instagram, like the first thing I saw was like that top, billboard, thing. Like how much work, how much effort does it take to get on that top billboard?
A lot. So the rules change so much, and like when artists ask me all the time, like because I would love for every artist that's serious about their craft in Florida to have some sort of plaque or achievement, just so that like when they get to that crossroad when they're about to quit, they don't. And it happens to a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of talent that just like they quit because it's like, oh man, this is my 4th year at this call center and I just did a show and only did like 50 people. That's still good.
Yeah.
Because that's 50 people that believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to when you first started and there's no one that believed in you. So it's a lot of hard work. They changed the rules up. For me, I always dabble in business, so I would take like the sales from my shirts. I take the sales from my shows and I would incorporate it into the music. So if you came to see me and my tickets are 10, I always have a disclaimer like on the Eventbrite, like, hey, do you mind donating this portion of it to the album? You know what I'm saying? So back when you was able to like gift somebody with an iTunes song, it was way easier. Now it's a lot harder because of people like Travis Scott, people like 6ix9ine, who like they complain, oh, you're doing bundles, and then now Billboard changed their rules. So
they did change
harder.
that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was reading about that with in regards to the Kendrick album. How like there's no bundles, like because they changed the way that they counted, so they just didn't have the bundles.
So wait, for the people that don't know and me, what is a bundle? What is that?
So a bundle would be defined as anything that you're attaching to a digital product. So if you have an album and you attach merch to it, then that doesn't count for Billboard because then you're taking 2 products and you're combining it to one. I understand what Billboard's trying to do. They're trying to say, hey, if you like the music that much, then you're paying for the music. And that's it. It's not like when you buy like a sub from Publix and then like the honey mustard is free. You know what I'm saying? But they may have like different sauces there and you're like, damn, I never had like white buffalo sauce or whatever, pause. So but I'm going to buy the wings because I want to try the sauce. So you don't give a fuck about the wings, you just care about the sauce, and that's misleading. So I get what they're saying because Travis Scott clothes are amazing. Like, I have a lot of his shirts that I foolishly paid money for, but the art of it, like the way he thinks and stuff like that, it's dope. And if it comes with an album, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. So I get what they're trying to do. And the game is kind of fucked up because a lot of people like buy their own albums and things like that. So it's like they manipulate numbers and stuff like that. So I get what they're trying to do, and that's what kind of gave me the battery to do what I'm doing now with this next album. So with this next album, I'm trying to accomplish 2,000 sales in my first week.
Okay.
The purpose of the album is to pay homage to my grandmother, who was always, she believed in me musically, but God rest her soul, she wasn't able to see when I got the Billboard. She had passed away.
She sees it, bro. Trust me.
I mean, I hope she does. I mean, yeah, she does. But it's like it just sucks because like I never got that real chance to mourn because when that happened, then the Hooch and Hive show happened. So the Hooch and Hive show was like the biggest show that had happened in that year. I think till date too. Like I have to ask Dean.
So what is it called?
Hooch and Hive. So I did my album release party at Hooch and Hive.
Where is that?
Hooch and Hive is by UT.
Okay.
So it's a dope establishment. They're known for like mixing honey and food and honey and drinks and things of that nature. So we did 280 that day. Then after that, then we did Gasparilla Music Festival. After that, then we had to do the listening party for Red October. Then after that, then we had another show. Then after that, we had it continued on. I didn't get that, you know what I'm saying, that fair
breakdown time.
The day I found out she passed away, I had a photo shoot. Like the day. So I'm thinking like, it's no. I'm not shit talking Deuce because that's my guy. But it's like, no one was just like, yo, let's postpone the photo shoot because you're going through something. Just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, my bathroom's there. If you need to kind of like, and then when you're done, we gotta get to work. You feel me? So
that sucks.
I feel like the most I can do since my work's been consumed so much, I want the work to kind of like pay back to her. So, you know, we're gonna put on Bandcamp for the first 2 weeks. We're running the campaign right now. We have a listening party that we're doing at the Symphonic Building. And then just like, you know, I've been giving people like sneak peeks and stuff like that of this particular album. The direction that we're going is the first one I'm actually co-producing. So it's like the production comes and I'm like, no, I need drums like here, or I need this, I need that. Nice. So I feel like it'll be not only just like a piece of art that I'm putting my hands and feet in, but it'll be the only album that'll have like a picture of myself. The only one. And that's only going to be for that first 2 weeks if whoever like cops or whatever. And then I'm also adding a NFT because a lot of people like they know me from my show. That's why I'm like, you know what I'm saying, why people know me in Tampa. Like we normally do like really great numbers with shows. So what I'm gonna do now is, you know, if you getting that album, it won't be considered a bundle, but I will be given a free NFT, and that NFT will get you into a show that we're having at the Vault later this year.
Okay. What's the NFT gonna be? The NFT.
So I have like, funny enough, I have a bunch of NFTs. It's just that like.
Currently already?
Yeah, currently already. It's just they're just so hard to kind of like instruct somebody like how to do it. I just was just like, whatever. You know, like I try to get it myself. Like I try to buy it myself. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like I got to go to overseas and go to over here.
Don't make it easy.
It's so hard.
It's so difficult. So I'm just like, fuck that. But now I guess now that, you know, everyone, you know, went through the trials and stuff like that, it's a lot easier. So now, you know, I'm just giving it. Like if you register, you do the necessary steps, it'll be step by step. Like you're gonna have like a video on how to do it, then you have it for free. And you know, who knows? It'll gain value maybe sometime down the line. I don't know these things. I just want to just be able to just give somebody something of value.
So like, I mean, where did you start your music, you know, journey? Like, was it when you were a kid? Like, when did you start? Like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna start, you know, recording and, you know, making music and building my own brand here. It
came in different steps, to be honest with you, man. It's I would say I took it a lot more serious when I left because I went to school in Mississippi, and I left Mississippi to go to New York. That's when we took it serious because, like, you know, Nova was like, we're gonna do a label. I was just like, okay. Then you got the LLC. Okay, then we transformed into an incorporation. I'm like, oh shit, like this is like for real. We was even interviewing people. We was having interviews, like, yo, she was crazy.
To hiring people?
To hiring people, yeah. Like we was like dead ass
building
serious
a
about
team.
it. And you know, that portion of it is like, okay, word, like I'm down. And then when I came back to Tampa, it was like a start over because I was on my man's couch. You know, I didn't even know how I was gonna be able to afford to record. I still had the kids coming over, so I didn't know how this shit was gonna turn out. And I did a show at Pegasus Lounge. For my birthday. And we had a great turnout. I think we had like 60 people that pulled up. And I was just like, okay, yeah, like I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the moment when I was just like, I can do this. That's a very good statement. Yes, and maybe at the time being, yes, but it's like now it's kind of hard to say that because it's like now like time away from like my daughter just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like...
Yeah, family changes things for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
It definitely does. So it's like... that I have my most fun on stage and recording. Those are like my two... And then like working with other artists. That's like the fun. But like the IG and all the other bullshit that comes with the game...
The business side.
Yeah, that shit is whack.
Because I've seen a few of your performances and shows and everything. Tons of energy, man. Like I will give you the props on that. Tons of energy. Like it's almost like a rager, like you're going to like a, you know, like a like what was it? What was that one like rock show that used to come on? Warped Tour. It's like everyone's just mashing. Like it seems like a really, really good vibe, a lot of energy. So I mean, I give you props on that. You know how to get a crowd going and getting the vibe going and just bopping.
Yeah, you gotta come experience. You gotta come to a show, man. You gotta come to a show. That's one thing I can say is like a lot of people enjoy the energy from the show. So you're absolutely right. It does have like a kind of like a rage energy kind of feel, but the music is not rage.
Yeah,
so it's just like okay, word.
I mean, I would say that rap is the new rock music. Like people get down with that same exact like rock headbanging music to rap music nowadays, in my opinion. Like, I'm sure you see that at your shows. People just going nuts and raging.
But rock is all emotion.
Mm.
So like, as long as you're able to create emotion, and you can create it in the form of art, you're always going to get feedback from it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to do it for my brand, but it's like it's exhausting, bro. Because the thing is like, the brands don't keep their integrity. Instagram is a fucking photo program. It's a photo app.
So what was your beef with Instagram?
Instagram is a photo app.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's how I remember back in the day, right? We all downloaded posting our goofy
changed
pictures.
They changed their whole algorithm to you can be a photographer, but it's like, no, add video. But it's like, no, I'm a photographer. I'm not a videographer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's forcing people to kind of like, change the way they display their art, and that's not fair. Like, I get it if it's like gentrification, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me use this example, because gentrification is more so like, all right, get with the times because this economy wants to make more money, and you can be stubborn, and then they could just run over you, and then you pay like $6 for like a Verde, whatever the fuck. I don't really drink Starbucks like that, but you know what I'm saying? You pay $6 for coffee that you can make in your crib, or you could be like, shit, the value of my house is going up. Let me sell my house so my mortgage could be cheaper and I could have some store away cash. Instagram's not like that. It's just like you either conform to this or you get penalized by the algorithm. And it's like, damn, bitch, like there's a YouTube for a reason. You
right.
know?
So what is the platform now for sharing just pictures? There is none, right? Pictures that's till 2012.
See,
pictures.
It would have to be an app, honestly, created by a photographer. Like a photographer out there has to just be like, I'm making an app and we're gonna just do it this way. And people, that's what happened with Vimeo. Vimeo is really for like true videographers. Like if you guys ever wanted like a commercial stuff like that, go to Vimeo. They're like really about their shit. But just like Bandcamp is really about like true fans. That's why I'm putting my music on Bandcamp, because Bandcamp is like, here, you want to hear this? This costs $10. And here, if you want this on vinyl, here you go. No streaming, no this, no that. But when you buy it, then you have everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to get bamboozled and stuff like that, or get forced to pay more than what you have to pay, or do what you have to do. So it's like, when Instagram is like, now it's like, for me, majority of the stuff that they want me to put out is more reels.
That's all they want.
You know what I'm saying?
They want reels. The TikTok effect. Everyone's got to keep up with TikTok.
Yeah.
Even YouTube redid their whole shorts offering or whatever.
This is what I have to say about that is Vine kind of fucked up the whole game. The whole fucking game. Because as soon as Vine started making like, you can do these little 6-second clips, Instagram turned around and started, you can post videos on Instagram now. So they kind of, Vine fucked up the game for everybody else to try to make that pivot to.
But you don't think Instagram fucked up by wanting to copy them to steal their fans?
Yeah, it was like a little sign of greed there, yeah. But I mean,
Because we forget that Instagram was sold to Facebook at a point. It was made by these so-called photographers, like you said, but it was sold to Facebook.
And Facebook is like, they're all about bread. I mean, they were the first ones that I know of to really have like a fully functional marketplace. You know what I'm saying?
And now they're basically, you cannot sell things on the secondhand market without going to Facebook. Where else? OfferUp?
Garbage.
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
Where else? Nowhere.
I remember when Craigslist used to be the spot.
The
The
main
spot.
thing, Craigslist.
Now you go to Craigslist to find somebody's Camry who they haven't checked the value in 10 years, and so they're still asking like 1,000 below market. That's why you go to
funny
Craigslist.
As hell. That's funny as hell.
Speaking of cars, you just got a truck because you got a family now. So what'd you get?
Yo, shout out to you. I got a Tucson.
A Tucson, nice.
Tucson, yeah. I didn't want to, but so there's a podcast I used to that I was featured on called Triple Threat, and they was raving about like different ways that you could make money with just like particular assets, and one asset that they had was vehicles. So it's just telling me like how much money they make off vehicles in a month. And then he was like, yeah, you got to do Toro.
Yes.
So it's like, okay. So, now it's like, okay, going through the transition, about to get I got to get a bigger vehicle because I couldn't even, at one point in time, the car that I had, I couldn't even put the stroller and the car seat. Like I didn't have enough room. Plus my junk. Like you have to have your junk if you're a guy in a car. You know
what kind of car was it? You couldn't fit this car seat in?
Elantra.
Okay, that makes sense. Tiny shit right there.
Yeah, so it was just like, I was just like, all right, well, it did well for me. Like I could put 10 in this era and still be all right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I gotta make the transition, but I also have to get a vehicle that's gonna make money for the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be dependent on feeding this baby because I already have a baby. So shout out to my guy BK. He gave me the game. So the car's on Toro now, and it's getting booked. It's because it's a car that if you were to come to Tampa, you get to put like four or five people in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? Enough trunk room. I feel like I'm selling you the Honda and shit. And then it's red, so it's like an ill little color, like you know what I'm saying. And then it'll be cheap enough for you to kind of just do your thing. Like you don't have to spend like $180 a day on a Benz, and then you have to deal with premium gas prices at $523. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like it's vacation. You want to spend your money on food. You want to spend your money on clothes. If you see clothes that you can't get anywhere else, you know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't go towards transportation. Yeah. For God's sake, you flew out here. You know what I'm saying?
So to me, it sounds like you're doing it the right way. You're a rapper out here. You're not just relying on rap money. You're going out and trying to make money in other places as well. I respect that.
Yeah, because rap money is only good when it comes to the shows, and then like, just like, our merchandise does well for us. And like the streaming money is like, it's cool. But it's like, it's just mainly like, I don't do it for like the bread because for that, I just be a manager or be a label, you know what I'm saying? Because then I can, whatever I do for myself, I can do for 6 people and get, 20% off.
6 times the money, yeah.
Yeah. But it's just more so for the art, just because I feel like Tampa has a really strong art district. Maybe not as advertised as St. Pete, but it's there. There's a lot of I've ran into a bunch of creatives since I've been here.
You got thoughts on Tampa versus St. Pete? Because everybody.
I think that shit is whack. Tampa versus St. Pete, that's whack. It's a bridge separates you. We're the same people.
Yeah, we're the same people, but it's still, people like to compare it. Everybody always says, "Oh, St. Pete's more artistic." Blah blah blah. They've got better clubs and blah blah blah, or nicer restaurants.
Do they have better clubs? Hell
That's
no.
what a lot of people say. And then they say that Tampa is too serious and boring. That's what they say.
No
That's
way.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, no way. They're both great places to live and visit. St.
People
Pete,
like to act like we're so different.
Yeah, we're not. We're definitely the same people. It's a bridge. Now, if you're gonna say Tampa and Tallahassee, this is how you separate like where you're from when the dialect starts changing.
Yes.
People in Tallahassee have a whole different way of speaking than people from Tampa and St. Pete. Tampa and St. Pete, they use the same slang. You know what I mean? So
jit and everything.
Yeah, it's just that's just real estate. You know what I'm saying? The reason why St. Pete's able to do what they're doing is because they have the real estate to have those kind of buildings, and they don't have like a million TD Banks. You know what I'm saying? Or like certain buildings you can't do graffiti on. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? And their blocks are a lot smaller too. You know what I'm saying? So they do. It's a good escape because like they're by the water and stuff like that. Like they're built the way it's supposed to be built.
It's so much smaller than Tampa, though. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's so much smaller than Tampa.
This strip is like really like condensed.
That in St. Pete, you can find all of the the diversity of things within the same few blocks. But in Tampa, there is downtown, there is Ybor, and there is South Tampa Hyde Park. All different areas to get the
And
different
Seminole
things
Heights,
we do.
too.
And Seminole Heights
And
now.
Wesley Chapel's building like their own little thing as well too.
Wesley Chapel?
They have all the outlets. That's one thing, right? So like the outlets where you can get like a lot of like dope gear for cheap. But they also have a bunch of like different things. Like they have like this like kind of arcade, like adult arcade kind of system that I've only seen in Orlando.
Like the Parkade in downtown?
Is I would say it's like a parkade on steroids.
Yeah, they're like using all that land out there, just big, build big
building.
entertainment things. Like they also made the lagoons. You seen the lagoons out
Yeah,
there?
I've been to the lagoon. Yeah,
You
I've been to
been
the
there?
lagoon. Yeah,
I haven't
It's just
gone out
fire.
there. I
It's
got
fire.
some.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about it. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, so it's like I blame the schools, man, because like we don't have enough people to just like eliminate the hate before it starts, and then people just hate for no reason. Like they don't understand. Like if you live in New York, to get what you're trying to get from like Wesley Chapel, you have to go all the way to like City Island. You know what I'm saying? Like it's super far, and the parking there is super expensive. But for you guys, it's like a 28-minute drive. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't appreciate Tampa enough. You know, like Tampa could be like really, really, really fucked up, and not fucked up on like crime and stuff like that. Like it could be so expensive, like you don't want to leave the house.
Yeah,
you know, what I'm
it's
saying?
kind of getting there.
Almost, you know, once the Bucks won the championship, it's like it could have got really
Tampa
ugly.
Blew the fuck up.
It could have got really ugly. Right now, it's like it's still kind of like it's expensive, but it's not like
unbearable.
I mean, yeah, it's not unbearable. Like I've been to LA and it's like whoa,
crazy.
LA's OD. Even there, like McDonald's is more than like a regular place.
$8 McChicken, bitch.
So just imagine. And now I've been to Hawaii. Hawaii's wild expensive too, and Hawaii doesn't even have as much as Tampa has. It's like one big like expensive ass strip, and then like when you go to the like their area to where like the common folks live is like really like on some like what's a good example? It's like on some Land O'Lakes type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything is just like small, out of
small
land,
town,
like everything, you know,
country,
you know, country in a form that where it's just like there's not a lot of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want the main spot, you go there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, man. Like I feel like Tampa's like the home of second chances. Like you can come here, start a business, and really flourish, man. Like how many places do we have that sell wings, vapes,
a lot,
even gas stations?
A
like
lot.
we have mad bodegas out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like. We really need to just appreciate what we have because once they put in that you know that plan that they got going on and it's like locked in key, it's gonna be too expensive to live here.
Yeah,
everyone's gonna be going to Tono Tasasa or whatever.
And you can see like Tampa slowly climbing on like the list of like most expensive place to live.
Yeah,
like, it was like number 3 like 4 or 5 months ago. It was number 2 like 2 months ago. Now it is the most expensive place to live in the fucking country, bro.
Yeah,
but it doesn't feel like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We lived here for so long, and then like it just doesn't feel like we're getting that popping like that. To be honest,
see the thing is like, what's the popping that you want? You want other cities to talk about you because they are, and people are moving from Texas out here.
That's
people
true.
are moving from New York out here. So
that's true.
The talk is there, but it's like, are we getting the notoriety that's compared to like a city that's like a real city,
like Houston or something like that,
and they're established,
very established.
You know what I'm saying? Very like we're still trying to build that establishment right now with ourselves.
I feel like once we have somebody that really, 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 really makes it, like Travis Scott, you know, big
we
status
have
like
that though. We got Doechii,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Tom G has done a lot. You know, Tampa 20 has done a lot. There's a bunch of people that done a lot. The thing is like So for Travis, right? Travis don't even count because Houston was already popping before Travis. Maybe like a Mac Miller because he's from like what? Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And him and
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa, but is Pittsburgh like noted as like a top tier city?
Nah, they're a sports city like that.
Maybe you could sell on Google. I believe they have Grammys. Doesn't Wiz Khalifa have a Grammy for Black and Yellow?
I'm pretty sure he does. I wouldn't be surprised.
What's your point? Because even though that city has famous and noteworthy people, that doesn't give the city itself any more credit.
Established long enough. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like L.A. because like L.A., New York, Miami. A lot of drug money was funneled through there.
That's
so
true.
It's like they're established on like a whole nother level. And I don't think I want that level for us because it's like it's gonna just be it's just gonna just become too fake and too superficial. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's bad enough that we have like 4, 5, 6 different like plastic surgeons all over Soho. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have that already. You know what I mean? So imagine if like people was on the mentality to be like, I need to be this to be accepted in my society in Tampa. It just be mad fake, you know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine.
I don't want that Miami vibe in Tampa. People driving around in Lamborghinis that they're renting for the day, and yeah, nah. I'll dub that one for sure.
Or it could be like New York, where it's overpopulated, and then you just have a bunch of people that don't have jobs, and they're not just finessing. So now you have like, you know, like certain parts of Tampa that just be like the scammer parts, where you know what I mean. It'll be so fucked up. You can't even go to the gas station and feel confident about putting your card in because you're like, yo, they might clap my shit.
Yeah.
Let me go and just pay cash.
That's happened to him. He's logged into his account and said minus 84,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they go hard. In this like area, like Fletcher followed it down because like you have all the people that live in the student housing that's not students. So, you know, they come in, they pay their $450 or $700, whatever.
Do a little scamming on the side.
I mean,
I mean, scamming. I feel like scamming's become pretty prominent in the past like 5 years since COVID.
You got Cash App? What's your Cash App? I'll give you $50 on Cash App right now.
So
you just got to go and buy some gift cards and give me the receipts.
You got Bank of America? DM me. We'll get you $800 in Cash App. Blah, blah, blah. Like, where did that shit come from? You know what I'm saying?
New York, like, yo, those scammers were running them scams when I was living there, and that's like years ago.
The same type of Cash App, Venmo type shit?
See, the way they the way they was doing it was like they're doing like checks. So they'll be like, all right, I'll give you this check, cash this check, but you got to give me like a certain percentage from this check. But then they'll zone your whole account because the bank's going to be like, this bullshit ass check, but you took the cash out.
So it's done.
Took the
That's
cash
it.
out. See, the only thing now is because there's so many different banks and these banks are going through so many financial troubles. Now they're just like, hit the button like, nah, we locking you up, bro. Take 10 grand from me.
It happened to me. I got offered. I thought I was doing some sort of cryptocurrency transaction training or something. The guy I would communicate with this person on WhatsApp, and they would send me exuberant amounts of money to go and withdraw from the bank and buy Bitcoin with it. And I did this several times until the last one where they asked me to withdraw $10,000.
Yeah, that's the money number right there.
The bank stopped it and they closed my account. I still had a credit card with them and they said, fuck it, we're closing all of it. I can't even pay them anymore. I couldn't pay them. They put that shit to collections and I still haven't seen it pop up.
The way that it works is like when they're doing their charges and their write-offs, because the IRS is going to be like, okay, well, you gave this person 10 grand. So
That's what it looks like.
Where'd it come from?
Yeah, so they're going to be like, that's when they're going to hit you up. So when people get hit with collection stuff like that, they're just doing it to cover their ass. They don't need the money, but they're just like, well, I don't want to get audited because I've been probably doing this for like a bunch of my investors and shit and shareholders. So I gotta come after you. Here you go.
Yep. I had to withdraw. I withdrew $10,000 and
I wish I knew you back then, so I would have told you no. Anything more than 9,999, don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
That was crazy.
Hell no, bro. Don't do it.
I took my ass to a little gas station and shoved $100 bill at a time into that fucking machine. They were like, "Who the fuck is this guy back there?"
All right, so let's bring it back to the music. Back to the St. Pete versus Tampa. Who would you say who has the better sound? Like I know there's a lot of rappers coming out of St. Pete. Well,
don't put that on him. Don't put that on him.
No, I mean I'll be honest. I think it's I think for St. Pete, if I was going to champion anybody, I feel like Rod Wave definitely was able to just hone in on his fan base and then really just put it out there. Like his struggle or his pain music is probably the best. For Tampa, I think Tampa has a lot of spitters. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of people that have like witty punchlines, dope flows, and really good like energy and voices. I haven't heard too many rappers from St. Pete. There's a bunch of dope ones like High Yellow. He's I believe his name. If I fuck up your name, bro, because I'm fucking.
We've been sipping.
So High Yellow, he's dope. That's like one of the ones where he's most consistent because there's a lot of dope talent out there. It's just like consistency. Like, are you coming to make sure that people know who you are? And that's the key thing. Is like you got to just be in people's faces a lot.
Yeah.
So it's hard to compare, but just based off, the status quo, Rod Wave definitely has made a name for himself on high levels. You know what I mean? Like he can sell out. He can come right now and sell out easy. And I don't think there's a single artist in Tampa that could match those numbers with Rod Wave, respectfully.
Do you have any future plans with Rod Wave? You've been linking up with him, trying to make a song at all?
It's in the works. Shout outs to Executive Sound Studios and over there in St. Pete. Like they've been like cross referencing him. His people know about me and stuff like that, but it's just business. So I don't expect him to be like, I want to work with Preme. Like I have to make myself, that it makes sense for him. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? And I don't know him as a person, so I don't know like what plans he got. He's probably trying to get him a Kodak feature.
Yeah, probably.
Probably every Florida rapper's goal, probably.
Get a Kodak feature.
Yeah, so I'm not there yet. But I would say like someone that if you are hearing this Rod Wave, someone I think you should work with. I think he should work with Young Dread and Richie West for real. Them boys been touring. They've been all over the country. Like they're so consistent. I've been fucking with them since like DJ Fanatic days. Wax Wizard. So. It's all community, and I just tell every artist that's listening and just anybody in general, just work on your fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're able to lock in, like, let's say, you know, God willing, we're able to lock in with these 2,000 sales. That's 2,000 individuals that believe in what you got going on. If they were to spend like $10 a quarter, you know, that's 40 times 2,000. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
that's a lot of money.
It just makes sense at the end of the day to, you know, just turn into a career. You know, the average person in Tampa with the rent and stuff like that makes 45 a year. So if you can make like 60 a year, that's not a bad
way
thing.
above average.
Yeah, like that's not a there's no shame in that.
Not at all.
But I think the hard thing about rap is like rap is so focused on, it's very braggadocious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very like confident building, and sometimes if you don't look the part, it kind of hurts you. But the crazy thing about it is the people who don't look the part is the one that's flourishing the most, like your Jack Harlows and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or your Drakes. It's like, just be yourself and stay true to your craft and focus on your fans, and everything will come together.
I would even say you can throw J. Cole in there. Like, he don't really look like a rapper like that.
Yeah, J. Cole. Yo, them dreads is crazy.
Why, bro? Like, he said, fuck it. Just, I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go.
He's not even Rastafarian. This dress is crazy as fuck.
For real. But he keep it classy, though. He keep it classy. So what rappers do you listen to? What, like, you know, what music are
It's
you on
hard.
right now?
It's hard to tell, man, because when I'm in album mode, I kind of only just listen to myself.
Mm-hmm.
The only other person I say I would listen to is like Travis Scott, because I like the fact that Travis Scott is like, he's really, really, really embedded into like the harmonics.
Yes.
And for me, it's like I'm just trying to just be that crossover between like harmonics, some really dope lyrics, fire drums, and then like emotional sounds. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a band. So
you,
it's like
you do it live. You do live.
Yeah,
band.
so whatever I do, I have to make sure I can implement that at the shows, because if you're like, this don't sound like the song, now I'm causing conflict. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. You got your own band.
Yeah,
Most artists don't got that.
I mean, for me, the culture that I'm trying to like change for Tampa is for more artists to have a live band, because Tampa is known for the live band. They're known for porn and for live music. Yeah. So like, you know, when I came here, I was just like, I'm like, okay, it's like, what's up with the city? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to kind of know like where you're at. So the cigar thing was kind of cool. But like, there's other cities that cigars are like really, really big on. Like, if Michael Jordan comes to your city for cigars, then you know your city's popping for cigars.
It was because he only smoked Cohibas.
Yeah, the
MJ
best
came to
best.
Tampa?
He only likes the Cubans.
Well, I don't know if he's been to Tampa, if Jordan's been to Tampa, but I know he's been to like other like other states that have like that do cigars and shit like that. So if he doesn't come, you're not there yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I understand, because Ybor built the city off the whole cigar trade and things of that nature.
It only makes sense that music artists support musicians, because, I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are basically composers, especially the way that you're doing it. You're very involved in the production. I mean, a composer does what? Is bringing everything together to make a composition. And who's supposed to be part of that? Fucking musicians.
Mm-hmm.
So what do musicians do now? Unless they have a music artist that wants to use them to create something. And it's awesome that you're doing that.
Yeah,
You're fucking patron.
I mean, I'm not the only one. Bangarang, who I just left rehearsals with, they have a band as well too. So it's always been like an unspoken like, who's better, the Wandering Assassins or Bangarang? And I'm just like, that's stupid. Like, we're both African Americans that have bands. Like, why can't we just both coexist? Like, why you got to put us against one another? There's so many fucking bands.
I know,
you know
right?
what I mean? There's so many bands come here from other cities and other states, and they capitalize on our audience. You know what I mean? I've seen it. I mean, who should have? I literally seen it. There's a guy who comes here every spring. Every spring he comes here and he does like this. It's a dope concept though. I'll send you like the links and stuff like that. I don't remember it right now, but he comes here. He's not from Tampa. He's not even from Florida. He comes here and he's just like, here's my podcast interview, and then here is this one person from Tennessee. Here's this one person from Massachusetts, and they do a whole fucking concert here. It's crazy. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? You just renting our space and shit.
So before you showed up, we were looking at your live on Instagram, and we were debating, like, is that a live band, or is he playing over? Did you have a live band playing?
Yeah, it was a live band. That's
what I thought.
That's Bangarang. So Bangarang, they have been celebrating their 10th anniversary of them being a group at Crowbar, September 24th. So they invited me on, and a song that they're a fan of mine is called Party Time. So they're doing like a live version of Party Time. And then he has me featuring on a song of his as well too.
Okay.
That's awesome.
This album that you're about to come out with, is it just like a solo album, or do you have features from
Yeah,
other vocals?
I have features on there. So I have Jay Palmer, he's a saxophonist. I have him featured on it. Jumpman, I have production from Jumpman Jay. Me and Cranky co-produced a lot of it. I have Frankie X on there. I have Siobhan, if you guys know who Siobhan, she's on there. I have Brandon Gomes. He's on the TV show Siesta Keys. He's featured on there.
Okay.
I have Tay Bay, who's like
Tay Bay?
Tay Bay.
Okay.
We got him on there.
Throw it like T-Boat.
Yeah, that's my guy, yo. The Tay Bay's probably like one of the few rappers who are like how he is on the songs. That's how he is in real life.
I met him random as fuck. I met him at Sports Authority, or not Sports Authority, Lid's locker room. I was buying a Tampa Bay jersey, and he was right in front of me, and I didn't even recognize it was him. Some random dude walked up and was like dapping him. I was like, "Oh, bro, are you Tay Bay?" I'm like, "Bro, Tay Bay right in front of me, bro. I used to bump that Tico back in freshman sophomore year, bro." Like,
You ever heard this song?
keep the music rolling.
Yeah, I've heard this song.
It's a song from Tampa in '98.
Shout out to Tampa. Yo, so Tampa Tony hit me up randomly. He's like, "Yo, I love what you're doing. I love how you putting the city on. I didn't know that you were from Tampa." And I was like, "Nah, I mean, I am, but I'm not. You know, I have kids out here, so you know how that shit goes. Like, this is my home too." And he's just like, "Nah, I appreciate everything." And I was like, "Yo, bro, like, if you could do a drop for my album, that would be amazing." So he's definitely gonna do one. You know what I mean? So shout out to him.
Hell the fuck yeah, bro. Networking, man. Does crazy things.
Now, for real, like, yo, because I was telling him, it's like, damn, bro, like, how you don't have a Tampa tee? Because that, you know, I used to sell Tampa tees. I'm like, how you don't have one? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know. I'm just like, man, yo, we got to do better as a community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the fact that you reached out, because I never reached out because I didn't even know if you were like on IG. Like, I don't see your shit at all. You know what I mean? He's like, nah, I'm not on this shit like this. I'm just like, I feel you, bro. I wish I could be you.
How do you feel about event organization in Tampa?
It's pretty good. I just think that the integrity of them just being artistic needs to just step up a little bit. So, you know, like I'm having my listening party at the Symphonic Building, and then we're going through so many extra means to make sure that when you walk into that place, it's the same integrity that you would have if you were to walk into Halloween Horror Nights, like the lighting, the this, the that. And I want to affect all your senses. Pause. Like smell. I mean, taste. I can't really affect that, but we do have West Shore Pizza donating pizzas for us. So,
Perfect.
And then we have a Bel Air sponsor, so they're supposed to be sending us a few cases, and then Jack Daniel's sponsor as well too. So at least you get that mingle of it. But I wanted to make sure I strike all of the emotions at the moment that you get in there. Like, damn, this don't look like an office of a multi-million-dollar company. You know, Symphonic is like, that's like a multi-million-dollar distribution company. So, you know, I just think that sometimes they book a space and they're just like, perform. And it's like, and my mom just like, nigga, this is not recess. Like,
Yeah.
like just put some effort in. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna charge 10 at the door, take some of that 10, take even $2. Like, I'm gonna sell 40 tickets, and I'm gonna take $2 from there. So you do 2 times 40, and then take that 80, and then buy some rental equipment, buy a smoke machine, buy lights. Like, make the customer feel like, yo, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming here, because if not, then they're gonna continue to pay 50 at the Ritz and then get that show right there, because it's like, I'm getting my money's worth. But you can give them that now consistently on a basis, and then you can make that 40 like 4 times over. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. I just feel like they just need to start worrying about that instead of worrying about like, okay, if I put 20 artists on here and 20 artists bring 10 people, I'm going to make this amount of money. Like,
Yeah, they're just playing numbers and not really looking at the artistry.
It's like, I get it, because I remember when, you know, like when I book my own show, sometimes you worry about the numbers, but it's just like, it's the quality, man. You think Busch Garden worries about how many people they have when it's fucking raining? Like, let's say Busch Garden have a rain day. They're not like, oh, nobody came today. They're just like, we have Quasi, nigga. Like, they'll be back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the quality, man. It's the reason why Disney is Disney. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why people go to Epcot. Adults go to. I mean, I'm one of them. I'll pay the $150 or whatever the hell they trying to like tax you on just to go to Epcot.
It's cool as
just
hell.
to drink around the world.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be able to have like an experience so that when you go to work on Monday, you could tell your friends like, hey, I went to this Pusha Preme show and he had a gymnast that was hanging from the ceiling.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah,
yeah.
this, the fucking lights, bro, and the freaking blah, 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 blah. You're talking about the experience, and then they get to the music. Like, you're so already excited about fucking everything else, and now you're talking about the music. It's got to be even better, right?
Yeah,
Another artist that you mentioned, Travis Scott, he does that too, right? He's pretty visual. I'm thinking
roller coaster.
Very
He had a
visual.
roller coaster. I went to that show. He had a roller
Astroworld?
coaster.
You said
Astroworld?
Yeah, I went to Astroworld.
What?
Yeah. He had a roller coaster.
That's what we're talking about.
That's
The
fucking
fucking
crazy.
I was just about to say
about to
that.
say that?
I was just about to say that.
I like that. Hell
Yes,
yeah.
yes, absolutely. I mean, what we talked
Even
about,
if-
Marilyn Monroe singing "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" in front of his wife. Manipulation.
It's just like his wife can't do nothing about that. She can't just
Nothing.
be like, because then you'll embarrass him and then he'll have to deny it and then you'll just be the scorned woman. So it's like, but some people don't see it as that. Some people just see it like it's just knowledge to be able to, be just move in a room full of vultures.
You seem like, you're doing the most at some of the stuff that they're explaining.
You can see through it. Kind of
Exactly.
like, no disrespect to her because I don't know what her main purpose is. Like Amber Rose talking about I'm having a slut walk. I'm a slut. And it's like, okay, like you're gonna act like that's not like a bad word. Cool, whatever.
I saw some video. I forget of who she was standing in front of. It was some big football player. Maybe it was a basketball player. And I don't know what the hell Amber Rose was doing there. But like after she finished talking to him, she literally just spun in a circle so that whoever she was talking to, big athlete man, could see her ass. The slut walk, I guess.
Hey, the ass fat though.
I suspect it is.
The ass fat though.
But roller coaster at your fucking concert, how could that subtract from the concert? If you have if everything looks right, be the
Lighting.
same? Would it
True.
feel the same?
No. I love
You
the
gotta
light. It
create the
reminds me
vibe.
of Miami, and then with PalmWave, I'm just like that makes sense.
You got it, bro. Trying to create a vibe here, man. Everything.
So we're rubbing pennies together to make this shit happen, and people are throwing shows and making fucking thousands of dollars, and they can't make it look right to the extent that it satisfies the artist that they're inviting to play.
It's crazy. It's just like at least care about the customer. You know what I'm saying? Like them paying them $10 to come to a spot at least, like, you know what I mean? Like, and they're not even like discounting you on the drinks or anything like that. So it's like I can come, I don't know, man. I just wish that they cared more because when I go to Art Basel, they care. They'll take like I've been to a show in Art Basel.
Where's this?
Art Basel's in Miami. It'll be a garage, like legitimately like a garage. And then they'll put like cones and vendors and things like that. And that shit would not look like it's like a garage where cars get their oil change done at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Presentation, man. Presentation is
It doesn't
key.
take much. It just, even if I'm just a promoter, my job is to just get people cool, then hire a set designer. You feel me? Like, I don't know, just care a little bit more. That's all.
Effort, man. Effort, goddammit.
Yeah, just a little bit, man. Like, so we've had a bunch of people who have put in effort, like Muse by Pablo. He's putting some fantastic fashion shows together. Lola, she has been to the guys over there at Bloom. They've done really well with that. So it's like we do have people. We just that they don't have sometimes I feel like they don't have the marketing dollars for it to like reach your doorstep because of Instagram's new algorithm and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, if that's what I'm thinking, like, I feel like there really isn't like one really good venue in Tampa that artists can go and just flourish, and it's just everyone can go and enjoy themselves.
A go-to venue, no negotiation, no. But what do you have? La, la, la.
I would say Hooch and Hive. You just have to
In Tampa,
you just got to bring the people, because that Hooch and Hive show was like the pinnacle of my career. Because before then, I was I opened for Young Thug and Gunner.
oh shit,
I opened for Sahai the Prince. I opened for Snow the Product twice. I opened for who else? Joe Budden, back when he was making music.
At Hive and Hoochie?
No.
Okay.
Hooch and Hive. No, Hooch and Hive was like that was my own show. I didn't open for anybody.
Oh, okay.
So but because that show did so well, it's like a newfound respect. You know what I'm saying? But that one we had because we always do gift bags with our show, so you always get something. I was going to bring the book. I had put it on my story. I'm just like, damn, I need to show more people the book. So we did a lookbook lyric book. So it has lyrics of the songs, but it's like the way that it's positioned and stuff like that. My guy Miggs, he's like a digital designer. I just call him like he's like a creator. You know what I mean? So it's like the way the pictures are set, the way things are kind of like positioned is like amazing. Then we had the shirt to kind of go with it. And then we had like little like things in there as well too in the back. And then prior to that, we had a 3D book. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's little things like that. If you can't beef up the venue, then at least like provide me with like a gift to, you know what I'm saying? Shit, they give you gifts when you go to fucking career days and shit like that.
Literally,
you know what I mean?
they give you a fucking pencil, some pens, a goddamn sharpener,
football, stress ball, and shit like that. Like, I don't know. I think that's the only thing that's holding it back because when I look at places like Maywolf in Denver, I'm just like, damn, like we need something like that, or the Church of Cannabis, like we need something like that. And we got them. They're coming. Like you know, we have the selfie room. We have Enjoy Your Selfie. There's another selfie house in St. Petersburg. So we got the spots. It's just like artists need to start taking advantage of them. You know what I'm saying? So we're working with one that we're gonna kind of like do something with, but I'm already seeing them doing like they think. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't want to step on nobody's toes, anything like that.
Are they starting to host events at selfie spots? When you say selfie spots, it's like those places you go to that are like super aesthetic. There's really nothing happening. It's kind of just meant for you to post up and take pictures, right?
Yeah.
So they got places like that are big enough to host shows because that's the super aesthetic type of setup that you're talking about.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
And they got big enough places like that. Wow.
Yeah, they have two huge ones. The video that we did, Sick of These Games, was in the selfie spot.
That's kind of crazy how that shit popped up out of like did anyone see that coming? You would rent a building, make it look so pretty for people to do nothing in it.
We'll take pictures.
Take pictures. And obviously now we're figuring out different uses for it, hosting shows and stuff like that. Did anyone see that coming? And they exploded.
But it's art, you know.
It is art.
Yeah, art. The thing is, art invokes emotion. So anything that invokes emotion is like, you know, there's a way for you to make money off of.
Because I feel like if Tampa, because we have so much fucking talent, like Tampa is exploding with musical and artistic talent. If we had one specific spot where people, like you said, nice, presentable, a nice spot people could come and just perform and just blow up.
I would say Crowbar.
Crowbar's pretty. I've heard that a lot.
It used to be the Orpheum. The Orpheum used to be the spot to where it's like you do the Orpheum, you're out of here because that's where the industry arts go. But it's Crowbar. But Crowbar is known for what? Their bands.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go in there, you don't have no band, and you're just up there and
rapping over your
big stage. You know what I'm saying? If you just like, it's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough. You know what I mean?
Look at this shit.
What is this?
This is a cafe. They sell coffee in St. Pete, and the whole thing looks like it's supposed to be 2D. So even like, if you're not hella aesthetic at this point in 2022, you're behind the game.
Yeah.
Because now they're just selling coffee, but they're hella aesthetic, and people are gonna go there just because of the way it looks.
Yeah. So see, what we've been doing now is that because I first started with like the people that I have a relationship with. So now we're going to these spots and we're doing content like, you know, shout out to my man Zay did it because he gave me a list and they were on the list. So we'll go there and we'll shoot, you know, like a freestyle, or we'll shoot maybe like a music video, and then we'll just shoot a recap of the place. Just try to grab as much content as we can.
So you've been there.
I haven't been there, no.
But it's on your list to make content inside of it.
Yeah, there and Dirty Laundry is on our list. So we'll be there next month for sure.
Dirty Laundry is that place you got like you literally walk through a fucking like dryer or something like that to go into the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shorty was telling me about that the other day.
It's dope. It's dope, and like they want the promotion for sure.
It's in Tampa. No, it's in St. Pete. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. St. Pete got the spaces. You know what I mean? So
they got room, man. They got room.
They got room. You can have this in Tampa, but it's like
where
exactly like what building are you going to break down? What parking are you going to provide? You know what I mean? So that's why it's good that we have both, because it's like, hey, if I want to go to St. Pete to try new places, so be it. It's worth the drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I go to St. Pete.
But is this like the culture? You know what I mean? Like a Dirty Laundry in Tampa, I don't know like where you would put it. You can't, not really Soho. Like you want to have like
downtown Channelside. You see all those fake bullshit storefronts downtown.
But Channelside doesn't really have the space for it, because you have the Sparkman Wharf, right? You have the aquarium. You have the parking garage. Then you have
Parks and Rec and all that shit.
Park and Rec. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you would have to like put it like by like a building, like a
I've never been there. Like when you go outside, is it like outside like you're
no, there's other restaurants connected to it. So you have Dirty Laundry, you have another restaurant, you have another restaurant, you have a break, then another restaurant, another restaurant. It's a dope
Tampa's packed up. That's not gonna fit.
It is.
Everything's bought and sold already. And the other thing is, people don't realize that Tampa's very industrial. Like we got a lot of big companies and shit over here. St. Pete, to a lesser extent, Tampa's got a bunch of companies and shit. So our buildings get bought by people with fucking real businesses to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, you know, any of these other places are not real businesses, but
It's just food and beverage, you know?
Yeah, it's food
compared
and
to like, there's a spot that does interior decorating in Ybor. And you have like that whole bottom area underneath the AMC.
Just seats or just
right,
desks
yeah,
and tables. Yeah.
Everybody walks by there like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, you do. And
Wouldn't that be a cool venue inside there? No, because
Absolutely.
those people are making buku money off of whatever that is. And Tampa has had that serious industry for a very, very long time.
it is.
It's much
I
younger.
will give you that. I will give you that. I will give you that. This is true.
That's why
it'd be
it's so
dope if they
stuffed
could
already.
do like a silent party in there. You know what I mean? Like,
A silent party?
yeah, because like the thing is because you have the window so you can see everything. So it'd just be everyone with the headphones on and they're just listening. You know what I'm saying?
People walk by and see, and yeah.
Oh.
So you want to build a curiosity, but if you turned it into like a venue, then you're gonna be competing with Sky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that means you're gonna have a line outside. You have to have the liquor license, was stupid expensive. Like a liquor license in Tampa is like the same price as like a New York taxi medallion. You know?
We just need one motherfucker with a shit ton of money that is down for the fucking, Tampa music scene to just create this fucking venue and just have it blow up from there.
We just need another festival to go through. We had one a long time ago with the same guys that actually do the Rolling Loud now. It's called Takeoff Landing. H does the festival out here now. He does with Loud on 7th, but we need to be able to like close the block off. Like make it very intentional.
That's tough.
You know, like Bourbon Street. Like Bourbon Street, they closed those blocks off. So now you know what I'm saying? Once you do that a couple of times, because they close the block off for other things. Like I've seen them do car shows.
Yeah.
I've seen them do for the parade
Sporting
and stuff
events,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, we can do it.
I guess you just need enough turnout is what the issue is.
That too, because everyone wants to be the man. That's the hardest part.
If you have these events and no one shows up and you have all these cops blocking off streets, that's a fat ass waste of money.
Yes.
Huge.
Yes. Yeah, yo. And that's the thing is like we have a lot of talent but not a lot of support, but they're not connecting with their fans.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people fuck with me because I connect. You know, I was the person where before I was able to like put a post and get like, you know what I'm saying? Like get people to like watch the post. I used to hit you up and be like, I see your story and I say like, you had a flat today. And I'd be like, yo, bro, I see you had a flat today. You good? Everything's all right.
That's what's
Knowing
up.
damn well I'm not going to come get you. But just to give
the
you
effort,
words,
man,
give
the
you
effort.
words of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? And then they'd be like, yo, I fuck with you, Preme. Thank you for checking up on me.
Yeah.
What you got going on? I'd be like, well, I'm working on this. Okay, yo, let me know when your next show is. And that's how
Because I'm gonna be honest, I was surprised that you like hit us back to get on here because I didn't know like how accessible you were. Because I was like, damn, I was planning on bringing you on a long ass time ago, but I was like, you know what? I don't even think he's gonna be able to reply. He's got 35,000 followers on Instagram. God damn, is he gonna see my shit? And you saw it, so I mean, I feel like you're one of the people that boost up other Tampa people, and I totally respect that.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, like, it. End of the day, it's like we're all creators, so we have to help each other out. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? Like, it's no different from like what they're doing in New York, right? Like, you had Fat Joe, Ja Rule, and Jada Kiss. They didn't have to make a song together called New York. Like, they don't really they don't cross-reference at all. Like, one's Murder Inc., one's Terror Squad, one is I forgot who the Locks is with or whatever. But they did that, and then it made such a huge impact. So for me, what I want to do is I just want to continue making these small little bombs. So that everyone could just be like, damn, let me check them out and then make them more relative. Kind of like Blue Box. Like I told Blue Box about Indie Indigo. He didn't even know about Indie Indigo. I told him about Smoke 100.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who?
Hey, send him over here, bro.
no, I got you. See, what I want to do is like now I want to start kind of like integrating like a lot of the people that I know that's in business. So I would like to bring Paul, who's the owner of Zydeco, the brewery on Ybor. I like to bring him here so he can tell his story. I
Yeah.
think
What's the name of the brewery?
Zydeco.
Look it up.
No, I'm not gonna look it up.
Okay, never mind.
It's
mind.
dope. If
Never
you
mind.
haven't been there, let me know. Zydeco's ill. Zydeco's dope. I fuck
That's
with
crazy.
Zydeco.
Like we've had like I don't know how many artists at this point.
At
We've
least
had
like 9.
at least 9, maybe 10 artists, and how many of them you think have mentioned fans?
I want to say more than 5%.
You're the second one.
Damn.
Just talk about engagement with the fans and everything. You one of the
The
few.
first of our artists that had talked about their fans was Joe.
Joe was fucking
Damn.
wasted.
Yeah, I fuck with Joe. I
fuck
fuck
with
with
Joe?
Joe. Yeah, I fuck with Joe. We have a record together, He's cool. He came on and he came with a dope angle when I met him because he wanted me to be the brand ambassador for his his weed company. So I'm like, well, I don't know, bro, because it's like I don't want my kids to know I smoke. So
Yeah.
And then he's like, it's just vapes, man. So he's like, I was like, all right, whatever, let's run it. You know what I mean? And then it worked out. I had people hit him up and stuff like that. So I didn't know I had that kind of, extension when it came.
You definitely do, bro. What you mean?
Well, I don't look at it like that because for me, it's just like I'm just so big on just like quality and connecting. It's like sometimes it's hard for me to see the small details.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I would put you up there with Tom G, man. Like I can't really think of like
that.
Really people making crazy moves like that because I see you everywhere. Like since I started like looking into, well, maybe that might be what it is, but once I started looking at you, like I'm seeing you everywhere. Like a lot of artists are trying to make music with you. I don't hear your artists, I gotta get a song with Tom G. They want to make a song with you. So I mean that means a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. A couple years ago, I was on my boy's couch and no one gave a shit. You know,
Nobody cared who I was before I put the mask on.
The crazy thing is they used to try to shit on me for it. They used to be like, and I'm just like, I don't get what the beef is. It's like I am humbling myself because if I took everything I did in New York and put that chip on my shoulder and come here and be like, I was this, I was that, I had meetings with
like
this.
every other New Yorker.
Yeah, like
I'm from New York. Tampa ain't shit.
Like
la la la.
Nobody would fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I didn't want whatever I felt like was like level of music making to become like a facade in my personality because that's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably only like cocky or hype about myself when it comes to like basketball. You know what I'm saying? With playing basketball, everything else is just like. No, like I want to learn. Like I want to learn from like the next man. I don't want the next person around me to feel like belittled or feel challenged because it's just like, why are we doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like let's build something together because you can only win together. It's not a boxing match. But even boxing without your coach, you can't do shit.
What are you? What the fuck are you?
There's no sport. There's no action. There's nothing here on this earth that you can do truly by yourself. Maybe your thoughts and your actions, but you still need something. To you know what I mean? To
some kind of inspiration.
Yeah, to build off of. There's can you name one thing one thing that you can slowly just do by yourself?
Golf.
He said masturbate, but you still need some
kind of stimulation.
Yeah. Maybe sleep.
All up here.
But still, you're pulling something out of your head that you've seen.
Yeah, that you're basing off something else. Like that's the way they made humans. They made humans for us to coexist with one another. It's not meant for you to be like by yourself.
Absolutely.
I hate that conversation. I agree. I can't front. Since COVID came, we've been blessed with a lot of dope albums, man. I mean, this Kendrick Lamar album is like fucking crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, and the fact that other artists are talking about it, like Tyler the Creator talks about it, J. Cole talks about it, like everyone's talking about it. It's like, now it's like, I don't have to play the game to get the fruits of the labor. Like I could just put this album out and I go on tour. I'm going to eat. I'm chilling. Killer Mike. I'm not even like a Killer Mike fan like that, but he dropped a fire ass video
with Dave Chappelle.
God.
I haven't watched it yet. So on my list. Let's watch it. Let's fucking watch it.
I need to watch that.
I was like, damn, like that's what I'm talking about. Like everyone's not afraid. They're just like, I just want to make art. You know what I mean? Look at Lil Russell. Lil Russell's just doing shit in his backyard.
Got Young Thugger in this too.
Yeah,
Young
the run
Thug
shit.
and
This shit is hard. This shit is so tough. Nah, this shit was tough. The hook was ill too. Yo, I mean, y'all should do music video reviews, man. If y'all really like videos like that.
We do.
Yeah, I got an eye for, cinematic shit. Just before you came, I was fucking talking so much shit about Jurassic World.
Oh my gosh.
Shitting on it, bro. Shitting on it.
I've been on Facebook too, talking about movies, and someone was like, "Yo, you got to do this on your podcast."
Well, we have a video review for not a video. We have a video premiere for Better Than Yourself that I can give you like an early sneak peek. I would love to get your feedback on it.
Absolutely.
So these are the kind of visuals I want to make. I want to start kind of like digging into like the Black struggle. You know what I mean? Like because like videos like this, I've had ideas to do in New York, but I didn't have the field. I had a video in mind to where it was somebody who was a slave and then he took the apple pie from the window and he was just running like this.
It's a cool video, bro. Cool idea.
I didn't have the confidence to do it at the time. I'm just like, maybe that's just too much. Wait till you see the plot twist at the end. Shit's so dope. It's like a nice little like sprinkle of like the See, they should have changed the flag, but whatever. That's other details of the Civil War. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine like your pops was a slave and then you're fighting a war? You're like, I can't. You know, they're dropping the movie for the Tuskegee Airmen. That's gonna be a fire movie. Because that mindset, you can't like mimic that. Like that really happened. Like they hate you and you have to fight for your life.
Yes.
But still dealing with your family. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to leave your family. Your family's gonna be looking at you like, what the fuck you doing?
Fighting for your country and your people. The same fight.
Crazy, man. One person I would love to have rest in peace, man. Muhammad Ali, man. I wish I could have a conversation with him because I'm the champ.
Champ, bro.
I'm the champ. You know what I'm saying?
The confidence is oozing.
And you're trying to send me off? Then I don't go and you put me in jail? Holy shit.
Kind of got goosebumps there, not gonna lie.
What? Yo, the thought process, man, is just like the not to make it like a race thing, but the black experience in America is fucking crazy.
It really is, man. Underestimated. Poo-pooed.
But I feel like it's like that for like other races in other countries. Like to be a Jew during the time of the Nazis had to be crazy as shit too.
And what I like about Killer Mike is he's a huge activist for the people.
I feel like this. I mean, he got his point across with this song. See,
Protect black art.
I don't know how I feel about the whole Gunner Young Thug thing. I want more information on it because if they did get that man killed, then you're that's karma.
Yeah.
You know.
But I've heard a lot of stuff about Young Thug doing a lot of good shit outside of YSL and shit. So
it's just one thing, man. I don't agree with, man. Like, yeah, beat somebody ass, but don't kill nobody, man. Don't. It's not your position. Even if like the people that get the death sentence and stuff like that, like I don't feel like as man you have the right to take another man's life. You know what I mean?
So if someone killed your mom, you wouldn't want them to have some kind of death?
I would want them to die. But is it the right thing to do? It's not the right thing to do. It's like
that's tough for me. That's a tough one. If his family, you're gonna die.
Because if he dies, right, then what? I'm still in pain. I'm still hurt. I don't get no satisfaction. Even if I was to wipe up his whole family, I still don't get I can't erase the fact that happened. I have to live with that.
I just have to put my hands on him, then I'll be all right.
But even that, you just put your hands on them,
give me 10 minutes in the back. 10 minutes.
It won't be done, man. You ever fought somebody? I mean, I fought a lot of people in my lifetime, and it's not enough. This is a kid named Joseph that fought in middle school. I fought him 4 times. I beat him every time, but it just wasn't enough. But then it just came from the trauma of my mother being so fucking strict. I was just so angry that now I became the bully. You know, it's like emotions, man. Emotions are the most like finicky thing in the world, bro, because you can't control them once they like take over. And you could be stuck in emotion for years from some trauma that happened like mad long ago. You know what I mean? So that's why I just feel like just taking someone's life, it don't solve a thing. You're still going to be fucked up. And the thing is, they tell us this in movies all the time.
They do, right? I was just about to say, look at the heroes in the movies when they got the villain on their back and the knife is to their throat. What do? They spare them.
Sometimes sparing them is like peace. It's just like, I could have took you and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And that makes me a stronger person. But that level is like that's like a level, bro. That's not like you don't come out the gate and you're like level 20. That's a level of peace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to go through some shit to be able to
be able to do that.
Did you watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I did.
The final episode,
one of the best cartoons in the world.
I'm getting goosebumps right now. The final episode, he's doing all this to fight and then kill the Fire King, and he gets there and he doesn't kill him. He takes his powers away. How much strength does that take? Like he's doing all
after he tried to kill him too. Remember, he had spared him and he still tried to kill him again.
Tried to kill him. He builds up to all this training, all this fight to kill the Fire Lord, and he finally has his chance and he just takes his powers away. That is powerful.
Yeah,
very powerful. It takes a lot of self-control, a lot of discipline. So that's definitely a good, point in, having that discipline and sparing a life, because it really does not solve everything to, take an eye for an eye.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the closest, doing something like that is the closest that you'll get to being like in that God space. You know what I'm saying? Because if God could just be like, all right, well, Biden out of here, Trump out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like he can just create scenarios and then these people go on, but it doesn't solve anything. No. You have to be able to live with the yin and the yang. You know what I mean? So
absolutely,
it sucks, man. It sucks because there's some people where it's just like I would love to see them burning a stake. You know what I mean? But it's like,
what does that fix?
Nothing. That's me being emotional. It's no different when a girl's just like goes to your phone and be like, "Oh, I'm about to fuck your shit up," and you're just like, "Damn, you went super hard."
So why you going to my phone?
I break up with you, and you're still mad. Still mad. Years later, still mad. We go through it right now. Like a lot of broken families, like they have a kid with somebody, and they break up. They get put through a whole bunch of bullshit, court bullshit, all this other bullshit, and then like later down the life, they just be like, "Damn, that shit all was for nothing."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then the seeds of your work doesn't. They're confused. Like I don't fuck with my father, or I don't fuck with my mother. It's just I don't know, man. The human experience is like. That's why I feel like I've been here so many times, man. I've seen it from so many different angles. It's like I'm just at a core piece to where I just want to just kind of create things to inspire people, and I'm content with that.
But at one point, where does revenge not become toxic?
Revenge is always toxic.
Always?
It's what Aunt May said.
Always
Revenge
toxic.
is like a poison.
Always, man, because it's like you're only reacting because they provided that reaction. If they never existed, then you would never have that emotion.
Yeah, you're giving them the control at that point.
Yeah, they become you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like once you achieve your revenge, is what they say is a dish best served cold. I only know a couple of dishes that I enjoy cold.
Ceviche.
You like ceviche cold?
Sushi.
Ceviche is supposed to be cold. Sushi? I don't like hot sushi. That would concern me.
How long this shit been sitting out, bruh? Give me a fresh roll, nigga.
This shit better be room temperature or nothing else.
Yo, that was hilarious. Oh my God. I'm concerned. Touche. I don't know, man. It just all depends. Well, I'm not a dairy person. I was hoping someone was gonna say ice cream first, but I'm not a dairy person.
I just feel like where'd you learn how to? Never mind.
I just feel like it's just.
Thank you, Jared.
The human experience is a journey, man. Like
absolutely,
you have to find things that bring you peace. Some people enjoy revenge; it brings them peace. Like some people are just like, I need to be in a toxic situation. I was watching an interview with Future, and he's just so fucking damaged right now. He can only be that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like he's been damaged by so many different relationships. He's the kind of person to be like, yeah, I'm gonna spend like $100,000 on this girl and tell her that she's my world and all this, and tomorrow I won't feel this way.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you do that?
Yeah, you have to be like fucked up, bro.
You gotta have money, first of all.
That too.
You gotta have money and a hopeless romantic at the same time.
just like the idea of like loving somebody is like a high. Like, oh man, like
exactly.
I fuck with somebody today, and then when you do this, be like, so wait, I do have to ask this question.
Go ahead.
It's not like a lip service thing, but you've never like slept with somebody and then afterwards you just be like, man,
I don't really like you as much as I thought I did. I got the pussy and I don't like you.
It's like,
but you know that going into it. Let's be real. That's not like after you nut, you have an epiphany.
True. Sometimes
post nut clarity, bro.
Really? Yeah, sometimes, man, because it's like the idea of because you like. I feel like there's like a small space when you're talking to somebody and you really want to hit and you have the horse blinders on. It's just like, boom. And if they show you they care, which gets you closer to the goal, it's just like, all right, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and they do different things, like they'll cook for you, spend money on you. They do things outside of the norm. So you're like, okay, this is in the bag, and I'm getting like the benefits from it. You know what I mean? It's like getting a bonus.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, then when you get the work in front of you, just like, oh man, I didn't really want this.
It's the chase.
Mm-hmm.
It's the chase that you're after.
I feel like men in general love the hunt. Me and my man Vaughn talks about this. The hunt is like, I mean, I can't be in the game anymore because I'm married.
Challenge.
But the hunt, I think the hunt is like the best part of it.
Yes. I've smash girls that I've wanted to smash for years, and I finally smashed, and it's like, all right, I did it. On the next one. So I mean, I don't want to sound like sexist or red pill, but once you have sex with a girl, it's their job to keep you. Like, so like once you get the sex, it's their job to retain the man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that,
Well, I feel like that's more so of this era because now women,
right now, yes, right now, absolutely.
Because women are doing that now. Like women just be like, okay, well, I don't feel like using the toy, so I'm gonna fuck him. And that's it. Like that's the way they say it. You know what I mean? Like I've heard so many females talk about they have a rotation, which is crazy. They have a rotation of dudes. You know what I mean? But it's like it's just weird to hear it
to girls have that masculine side.
Yeah, because like for me, it's like I fake care if I'm like the same dude that you smashed in the same night. I fake care about it. I don't know why. I just a little bit of me. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of me is just like, it's kind of nasty. You know what I mean? It's like drinking after somebody's cup. You don't know.
Don't tell me about it. Can we be classy and just like not talk about it?
Yeah. But the thing is, that's the new norm now.
Why do they like? Do they think that makes us try harder? I don't like.
I think we're in like a very confused state because the music that girls are pumping is just like, I can do it on my own, and then they're confusing that with like,
that bad bitch mentality, bro.
Yeah,
boss bitch, bad bitch,
that hot girl summer shit,
bro. It's toxic.
It's just
bro.
not representative of what most women's lives looks like.
Yeah,
or even what most men want in a woman.
I never thought that I would see the day. Shouts to the song. I never thought I would see the day to where I see bitches sucking dick on Twitter and promoting that. Like my man Jay Brown has sent me something. I'm just like, whoa, they're doing this? He's like, yeah.
Yes.
So the video was the little brother was just like, he got a FaceTime from his sister, and he's just like, yo, like, sometimes I can't even claim you because a lot of my people will be my friends because they want to fuck with you.
Yeah.
And she's just like laughing and stuff like that. And she turned into a TikTok, turned a real conversation with her and her brother to a TikTok. And then I went to her page, and like her page is just her just like, it's crazy. Yo, crazy, bro. Like dying like underneath the fucking bar. Like she turns it into like a theme. Bro, and I'm just like, yo, this is the world we live in?
So why'd you ask us? Your first question is, did you ever fuck a girl and then afterwards be like, oh no, she ain't really. So why'd you ask us that?
I just wanted to know it was like just a mutual thing that people go through. Cause like there was one point in time when I just be like, nah. But now like I'm in a space to where it's just like I feel like some of the things that I experience, other males experience as well too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And like, like sometimes it just takes to be asked that thank you. It takes to be asked that question to be like, it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like a lot of people troll and stuff like that, which is crazy because trolling is just basically lying on wax. You know what I mean? Like you're lying, but I'm trolling. But you're lying, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't feel that way.
Yeah, like why would you do that? Like, why are you intentionally trying to like disrupt something that's like peaceful right now? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any fucking sense. But it's that's the reason why I feel like it's something we all go through. It's just like we don't talk about it as much because it's like we don't know who's listening. But it's a very open market right now.
Would you say that like women nowadays, a lot of their, I guess, social gratification comes from social media and the likes and all that stuff?
I don't know. I think it's like it's a small part that's promoted because the women that are like in my music videos and stuff like that, they have like very strong confidence in themselves, and they use social media as like a platform to promote their brand,
making money off of it. Yeah, that's different. You know,
or
they're models. That's their career, right?
Well, yeah, but some of them are not models.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like like my wife Ann, she uses social media to promote her blog, and her blog is just talking about like her experience as just being like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Just dealing with, and sometimes she cross references with me. Sometimes she doesn't because like like I told her, like, hey, you want to create that piece because what's going to happen now is that people are going to use you to get to me, and she's seen that people will be like, yeah, love your blog, da da da. Yo, do you think Preme would like this? What's your email? There you go. You feel me? Because
snakes.
Yeah, for me, some people look at me like a cash cow. They don't understand. Like I'm just an art dealer. Like I make art, I put art out there for you guys to enjoy art, and then in hopes that you motivate me, and then it's just like a, you know what I'm saying, we just keep motivating each other in the process.
Upward spiral, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think what Daniel was trying to say is that the internet is a lot of girls' boyfriends now.
Yes.
Ooh.
They do it for the gram before they do it for you. Kanye talked about this in the interview. He's like, Instagram got your bitch.
Yeah.
Because they will send a picture to Instagram
before they send it to you. That's facts.
Instagram got your bitch.
It's crazy because it's just like, man, it's such a small population, but such a large population. You know what I mean? Because it's like, there's a bunch of girls that are not about that life at all.
And that's the ones you want.
And they have like 513 followers on Instagram right now, right? But then, you hit that threshold, and let's say like you're a bottle girl, or you're just a girl that's outside, and it's just like
outside.
It's crazy, man. Like, it sucks because I have a daughter, so it's just like I be having to ask her like these questions, like, "Yo, do you know you're beautiful? Do you know you're this? Do you know you're that?" And she'd be like, "Dad, you sound mad weird." Like, I it's whatever, but I'm just asking you this. I'm not asking you this as me. I'm asking you this as you. Just to let you know, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, cause I was always like Drake in high school, so to speak. Like, I never really bashed
Lover boy.
Yeah. Like, I'm always like ear candy, whatever you want to hear type shit. That's always been my role. So I haven't been the person to be like, to shit on the female. You know what I mean? So, but I know they're out there. Like, I have, like, some of my niggas, they'll tell like some bad bitches just like, "Yo, like, you're a bird." I just be like, you can say that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
So it's and it's those are the ones that get damaged, and then what happens now, they always find like a friend who doesn't go through that damn situation, and they just vent to them, and then now you have two, and it just multiplies. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I've seen it, but it's like it's
a bit of an echo chamber.
Yeah.
Girls kind of listen to what, I guarantee your friends' girls will talk you into breaking up with you. Like that's the whole, I guess, echo chamber situation I'm trying to get at there is like, influences around the relationship. Like, if they think that your man ain't shit, they're gonna let their friends are gonna let that girl know, "Hey, that nigga ain't shit. You need to break up with him."
Hey, but that's the way it's supposed to be. The people around you are supposed to make, they're supposed to be there to support you. You don't think so?
No, bro. It got to be between you and that person, because the thing is, like, you're not with that person 24/7. So you're just looking at like a part-time version of this person. You know what I mean? So you don't know the conversation.
I'm not saying that this support group has to make the decision, but if someone is thinking about that, it should be run by the support group, right?
Not because they're not walking in your shoes.
It depends on the intentions of those friends. Because if those friends are single and they're out hoeing, thoughting being outside, they're going to try to convince her to join the squad. You know what I'm saying?
And if they're hoes, yes. If her friends are hoes, yeah.
But even if they are hoes, that's what the purpose of like a wedding is, right? So people think a wedding is just like a big party for you to be like, "Meh." But that's not it. It's like, I'm holding you fucking accountable that I'm going to be with this person for my life. You know what I'm saying? I am paying for you to be here, enjoy this motherfucking sushi that's cold. It's not warm. Enjoy this free fucking liquor at this church, and you're here as a living test. That's why he asked him, like, "Hey, if anybody feels some kind of way, say something now."
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so now you're a part of this community to keep this communion together.
The blessings have been given.
Yeah, I mean, so I feel like those are the ones that like maybe a say so, because their intentions need to be keeping it together, even if y'all toxic for one another. It's like, no, I was there, so yeah, y'all got to stick it through. That's what I do when people add me to their wedding. I'll just be like, "All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna hold you accountable. You feel me? Even if you don't fuck with the person or whatever, I'm holding you accountable. Point blank. Period. Like, I mean, if you want to, do whatever we want to do that shit, but don't let me know about it.
You're lucky you're in a relationship. Because it's tough out here right now, bro.
It's wicked.
It's tough out here, bro.
It's fucking wicked.
And Tampa bitches is different.
Yeah, man. There's some good ones out there, man. Like, I have a homie that she's like, she vents a lot about situations that she goes through with guys and stuff like that. I just be like,
you see, when you're going through something, you run it by your support group. Not saying that they're gonna make the decision for you, but at least gives you something.
I see what your point, but I feel like she's only confiding to me is because I'm married. So she thinks that my situation would be like the puzzle piece for her situation. It doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Every story is different. Every situation is different.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of people just want the fucking happiness to see on Instagram. It's like, no, like you like they're like, oh, they say marry your best friend. I'm trying to make friends. I'm like, so you're trying to make friends. You're fucking 25. You meet a nigga that's 25, right? You have missed so much of this person's life. You know how long it's gonna take for you to be their friend, but they don't want to wait.
Yeah,
they don't want to put 5-7 years. Like me and Ange didn't get married to 7 years after we known each other. 7 years, you feel me? Like a lot can happen in 7 years.
Yes.
And the last relationship I was in before was in 6 years, and we broke up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to put the time in.
It takes time.
It takes time, yo, because I don't know you. Feel me?
How many marriage horror stories have you heard of people getting married in the first like 1 to 2 years of knowing each other?
Oh my God, so many,
Exactly.
bro. And I just be like, yo, that fucking fast food love, whatever. Like some people can do it. Some people got the money to do it. Like money keeps the relationship happy, but they're not happy, so they just cheat, and they're just too scared to be like, let me check my girl's phone or let me check my man's phone, because you know they're doing it, but it's just like my pillows is queen. You know, I got my silk joints. I get my makeup done every done. I got kids. You know, and there's a lot of fucking damaged people like that. It's crazy. And then now the kids got to deal with it. Would it be like, yo, they don't see their parents hug? You know what I mean? Or they get dropped off at their uncle's house all the time. It's just fucked up out here.
It is, bro. It is.
Humans are crazy, man.
Wild, man.
Humans are crazy, man. Like I said, that's why I feel like I've been here so many times, because it's like now it's like I get it, and all I want to do is just like have like these kind of conversations and bring it, and then just talk about how it is from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I make the music that I make. I feel like that's why people resonate with the music. You know what I'm saying? Like all the songs are kind of like relationship based, so they don't know. It's like if you're going through it now, well, I mean, this sounds familiar to what I'm dealing with. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Just puts you in that box. I think people like, you know, like Drake, Bryson Tiller, and all of them, because it's like I rather talk about that street shit. If I can not have you go through the street shit that I have to go through, then cool. You know what I mean? I feel like that's not something that should need to be on records. You know what I mean? Because now, right, we talked about the whole scammer shit, right? Somebody in this podcast is gonna just be like, they gave him how much? Not knowing that I just warned you that all this shit going down, all they care about is the rewards. Like, yo, that's opportunity. Maybe it'll be different for me. No.
Snakes, bro. Snakes.
No.
Snakes.
It's crazy.
All right, Mr. Pusha, we're gonna wrap this thing up here, brother.
This was a good interview, man.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
This is dope. We talked about a lot
of shit,
I
man.
feel like I know who Pusha Preme is.
Absolutely, man.
And what he represents.
It takes a lot. I mean, all the gems in the music, like everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm very honest in the music.
We like that. We like the honesty. We like the openness. We like the candidness. That's what we appreciate on this podcast, man. No fake shit. No fake shit.
Yeah.
All right. So we ask this question to every guest that comes on this show. It's completely obscure from everything we ask on this show today. Have you ever had any type of paranormal, alien, UFO, unexplainable situation happen to you?
Hell yeah.
Let's hear it, baby.
So, shout out to my man Paige. So Paige has sent me a video of this motherfucking this spaceship, and I didn't believe it was real. And then he took the video, and it was in Tampa, and that shit was like it zoomed. It went from like being a cloud and just zoomed. So that's my first alien experience. Like when he showed me that video. My first paranoia experience was in I seen the ghost for the first time in Puerto Rico. And that shit till today still gives me chills. So I walked up, like I just have an infatuation with like graveyards. I just like the fact that they turn these stone images into like art. It's like it's so fucking beautiful. And then it's like they put this here and then they put it right here to where like your remains are. It's
marking.
Like, it's so dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just like infinite art for just you. Like, I can't come see this anywhere else. So we went to Puerto Rico. We went to the graveyard, and I was like, this is dope. And then there was like a huge like monument, because like, you know, when I pass away, I want like a tomb. You know what I'm saying? I want like a King Tut tomb.
Like a what do they call it? Mausoleum.
I want a mausoleum, and I want like a statue. Like I want guardians. You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, is it gaudy? Possibly, but I just want to make sure that like I'm trying to put so much good out there that I just want to make sure my soul's protected from anybody that wants to kind of like interfere with whatever I've done. So I saw one, and then I guess because of the storm in Puerto Rico, the door was like shot off. So the door was like open, whatever, and then inside you can see like the little bricks, but it was huge. Like this thing was like I want to say the size of a Publix.
Wow.
Well, like the size of a Publix liquor store.
The mausoleum.
Yeah, that's how big that shit was.
Damn. Okay.
I have a picture of it.
Nigga had money.
So I was just like, damn, this shit is huge. So Andrew's just like, yo, you should probably like chill out. I was like, let me just take a picture. Took a picture. Then I'm like, yo, I'm about to just check it inside. Because this is crazy. This shit is mad huge. You know what I'm saying? And she's
It's
like,
open. Why not? Right.
Yeah. And she's just like, no. It's like, maybe the wind took the door down, but I don't think it's a door that you could just walk into. I'm just like, whatever. I seen the Umbrella Academy. It's all good. So I walk in there. The moment I walked in there, like I was going up the stairs and there was some kids at the very top. It has like a pit kind of feel. So the kids at the top was just like, oh, that's Kobe Bryant. I'm like, nah, it's the Dikembe Mutombo. I had a Dikembe Mutombo jersey. And they're like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, all right, whatever. That was random. And I walk up the stairs and then it just instantly just got dark. It didn't make any sense,
Like
right?
you can't see your hand in front of your face.
No.
Shit.
Like the like it got Florida dark, like when like the storm's about to come.
Okay.
It was fucking sunny as shit. So I'm just like, this is weird. Then she's like, hey, I'm scared. Like we should leave.
Your girl.
My wife. Well, yeah, she was my girl. She was my girl at the time. So I was just like, I want to see inside. I'm just like, fuck this fear. I'm trying to see inside. And then like, I looked to the left and I seen like a cloak by this pillar, and I was like, nah, this shit looks so realistic. Like I'm looking at you right now. I've never seen anything that scared me as much in my life. I don't get scared easy at all. Like I'm ex-military. I've seen people get shot. I've seen everything. That shit right there was so realistic. I couldn't even fucking explain it. I'm looking at the pillar to see like, okay, maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me, and like I can see like the wave of the cloak right by the pillar. I'm like, nah, we out of here. So I'm grabbing like we go. As we're walking, fucking crows are coming down by it was crazy. Word to my mother. Crows were coming down. The big ass cloud was coming. There's supposed to be somebody that's supposed to be like the gatekeeper of the fucking the
graveyard.
The graveyard, whatever.
The gravekeeper.
And then he's rocking this chair, and a cat runs from the fucking spot with one eye. I'm like, nah,
what the
chill.
fuck?
Word to my mother, bro. Like you can call my wife right now and she'll tell you we was out of there. And then from there, I was just like, nah, I'm good. And then since then I met other people that seen ghosts, met ghosts, stuff like that. They're just like, yo. So my second encounter. And you can go to the Cuban Club right here in Tampa, Florida, because there's living ghosts in there. So we did a show out there, and she's talking
over
about
by Moorbridge Road over there.
No. The Cuban Club over there by in Ybor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So go there. I think her name is Stephanie. Either Stephanie or Jennifer. I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong and you're listening to this. Ask for her. Tell her Preme sent you, and she'll give you the tour. She'll show you the pictures. I actually have a picture on the vlog to where you can see the ghost.
It's like an apparition, like a little silhouette of them, or you could see.
Yeah, you can see the features. I'll show. Yeah. So she's like, there's ghosts that live here because she works there, but she works there all day. The Cuban Club, so she hears noises, everything.
Yeah.
So I was telling her about my experience in Puerto Rico. She was like, yeah, what you saw was real.
Yeah.
She's like, here on my phone. I'm just like, nah. Show me another one, and show me another one, and show me another one. It's like they here. They're like, there's people dancing. This is here. Like you hear noises and stuff like that. So those are my two experiences.
Wow.
I've heard Ybor is the most haunted city like in Tampa.
They have a ghost tour.
They got ghost tours in Ybor, bro. I'm good.
Wow.
So do you think that's like purgatory?
Well,
I think sometimes I don't understand it yet because I haven't done too much research, but I just think that sometimes if you die of shock, then you think you're still in like the living world.
Yes.
Like you don't know yet. Like when you die, you have to like, from what the Bible and the Quran says, you have to like give yourself until, if you don't give yourself, then you have to wait until the time comes to when the horns blow. And that's when it's like, all right, like time to go.
So you think like people that are ghosts stuck in like this, purgatory, or people that just died like unexpectedly, or like some kind of random death?
Yeah, I think it's a shock, but I think they're in between, because it's like once you become a spirit, you're either going to be like resetted into like a new body, you're going to be stuck in the plain land, or then like, because I don't understand the whole concept of heaven and hell. I don't understand like
we were running out of Space.
Damn.
Well, here, let's wrap this up real quick.
Okay.
All right, so Pusha Preme,
Yes, sir.
biggest rapper in Tampa, brother. Go ahead and let them know.
Oh my God, that's a lot of pressure.
Go ahead and let them know who you are, your Instagram, what new projects you got coming out right now.
Okay, what's going on, y'all? It's your favorite mask assassin 1-4 for the 100 assassins. Always the Bay way. Tampa will win. Kaz, I've been saying Bay. Don't make the same mistake I made. Make sure y'all follow, subscribe, and like, and make sure y'all follow their movement for real. And if you're trying to get on the show and you're an artist, shoot them a message. Don't be scared, man. This podcast is beautiful. It's dope. It has great energy. For me, we're going to be dropping a new album called I Hate to Say Goodbye. Shout out to my grandmother. It's a dedication album. And from there, we're just going to be pushing this all year long. So if you didn't know my previous work, you guys know that's going to be very artistic, very captivating. It's definitely going to draw in a lot of energy. So if you want to be a part of that wave, by all means, so it's open doors. We're here for you.
Hey,
All right, everyone.
baby.
Pusha Preme, thanks for coming.
Pusha.
Without me,
Peace.
Say peace. Woo. So
that was a good one, bro.
I do want to show you it.
Thought I knew you